Hey guys, welcome back and Happy New Year. In today's look, I did a smoky eye using one of my favorite MAC eyeshadows, and I did some glowing skin. I went a little extra with some illuminator and highlighting just to bust out of this winter blues funk. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So let's jump right into it. I have moisturized my skin and I just did a little primer on my lids. So today I'm going to be using a very popular MAC shadow. It's called Satin Taupe. It's like pewter meets gray, brown, purple, silver. It's a very pretty color. Very popular. This is like my third one I've ever had of these. So I'm going to take a smaller brush. Just pack that on all over the lid. All the way up to the crease. Some itchy hair. This time of year is terrible. Terrible. So I just packed that all over the lid. As you can see, it's really sloppy. I haven't blended it out or anything. So pack that all over the lid. And then I'm going to take, this is by MAC as well, Wedge. Just going to dab a little bit of this is my MAC 217 brush. Just a little bit of that and start blending that through the crease. Just softening that color, mixing the two, softening the edges. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, when you're first doing an eye look, you look busted. But that's okay. God, my face has like so much redness that I don't even realize until I sit down and do these videos, and I'm like, that's what you look like? You nasty. But what are you gonna do? That's why I paint my face. All right, enough of that. So next we're going to take a little bit of MAC and Bark. This outer corner right here, this outer V. I have just been not feeling it lately. The holidays, everything is just so busy, and my family and I have been so sick. I'm gonna drag that down the lash line. Messily. It doesn't have to be perfect. Smudging it out a little bit. My family and I have been so sick, just like, you know, everybody else has. And then my baby ended up in the hospital. She had something in her eye. Oof. And then we got a big old blizzard up here in New York, so it's just been like 0 degrees, sick, can't go anywhere, can't do anything but eat. Okay, so that's the eyes done. We will come back and finish after I get something on my face, because you know that's just how I like to do it. Now I've been feeling so gross, dry skin, just ugh. So I've been starting to use more this Tarte Smooth Operator Illuminating Serum. So what I do, I have my foundation and then give it a really good shake. And then I drop probably about a dime size amount. You don't want too much, but you obviously want enough so you can see it. Holy coverage. Putting it on with it's a Bare Minerals concealer brush. You know I love full coverage. Do I want to look like my true self? No. I have been loving the L'Oreal, the Pro Matte. It is so good. They're coming to life. I guess I wasted way too much. But also, this is a different way of me putting it on, so I might just be able to get more of a full coverage look with using this brush instead of my stippling brush. Because I do find when I've always used my stippling brush, probably that bad boy is like, I would say 6 years old. And I've always used it, but just recently I started to notice I go through a lot of foundation, and I shouldn't, you know, more so than I should be, I guess. Take some of that illuminating serum separately. With a clean brush. Just want more of a dewy look. My skin is dry, and I just feel like I look at myself and I'm like, ugh. Now next to concealer, just gonna do a little bit right in the crease, like that, and then a little bit, give those eyes more of a lifted look. I'm gonna take from my, you can see my reflection, from my Bobbi Brown BBU palette. I'm gonna take a little color correcting. I'm gonna try this light peach. I'm just going to right in there. And we'll blend it out. I'm actually gonna take that same brush that has too much product on it and just kind of pat, pounce, bounce, whatever word you want to use, over that first. If you pounce, you're pushing the product into the skin. If you swipe, you're gonna take it away. Just can't help myself. I want a little bit more right here. I never had like rosacea, but maybe I do, or maybe it's just normal. I don't know. The more I do this, the more I notice my skin, because I never really pay attention when I'm doing my makeup. I just whack my makeup on and bounce. Bounce out the door. My Shade and Light palette to powder underneath my eyes, and I'm going to use my Physicians Formula butter bronzer. I love this stuff. I'm just going to warm up the skin, not contouring. Just where the sun would naturally hit is where I'm putting it. What sun? Ain't seen that girl in a hot minute. Double chin. All right. Then I will contour a little bit. I'm going to use this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Just using kind of a blush brush, but I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to take a blending brush, dip it in the contour, tap off the excess, and just kind of lightly put on the side of my nose. The closer your fingers are to the end of the brush, the harder and harsher, darker that color is going to be. Think about when you're writing with a pencil or a pen. If you hold it down here, you're really pressing it in. If you're holding it at the end, it's lighter. Lancome blush. It's pretty pigmented and subtle shimmer. I always kind of stick my brush in there and then I look at it, you know, because sometimes you'll stick it in and there's nothing even on there. So and then I'm going to take a little bit of my Mary Luminizer by the Balm to highlight. Just going to do down here and right here. I'm really not into a powder highlight across on my face. It's just, I'm not into it. I just don't think it looks good on me. I'm gonna use a little bit of this MAC cream color base in the color Pearl, just to, again, when I was talking about makeup brushes, your fingers, your ring finger will give you the least amount of pressure. So when you are applying something and you want to be careful not to apply too much, use your ring finger. Because if you use your pointer, you'd be like zoom. Since I got my Mary Luminizer, I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye. Go ahead back with that Embark by MAC and take a flat smudger brush, get some product on there, and just run that right the way underneath your lower lash line, stopping at about halfway. Perfect, just like that. Maybe 2/3. And then next I'm gonna take more of a pointed brush. And I'm gonna take that satin taupe and smudge out that line. I'm gonna take actually my 217 Okay, I have to hurry because I think my girl is about to be up. So I just did my eyebrows and I did my mascara. I do them off camera because my eyebrows are boring and it takes me a long time to do my mascara. I can show you guys one. It's just me honestly rotating between two mascaras for like 10 minutes. I put it on until my arms hurt. I've been using the Too Faced Better Than Sex and this NYX Pinup Tease one. They're nothing special. I definitely would not repurchase the Better Than Sex one. It gets a lot of hype. I wouldn't do it. So I put a lot of mascara on both lashes, top and bottom. And then I'm just going to do a little bit on the waterline. Use, I guess, this one by Jordana, Modern Matte Lipstick in the color Matte Blush. You gotta work this one. It's just kind of like my e.l.f. one that I love. Except for this one, you really gotta work in. I get a little heavy-handed with my lip products. Can't help myself. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of this NYX Creme Brulee. Gotta really get it everywhere. Good grief. So this is the final result. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.